Hey everyone, I'm just waiting for Cindy and then we're going to get started. Hey, there she is. I see her. Hang on. Here, Lord. Let's see if she pops up. Hey, there you are. It worked. I'm always amazed when it works.
I am too. Listen, for two women well, you're much younger than me, but for two women in the age group that we are, I am so impressed with the two of us. I just got to tell you.
Not tech savvy.
We're getting there, though. We are getting there. Good to see you.
Yeah, likewise. It's really good to chat with you and kind of catch up. So, rumor has it that you're working on a project.
Working on a project. Yeah, I was talking about that in my stories. I'm going to show you a little sneak peek.
Yeah.
But before I get too involved, I want to say welcome to everybody that's watching. So thank you so much. And also, before I forget, I will be blogging this whole project. So anybody that misses it here or needs the steps, I'm going to have it. I wanted to say that right out of the get-go, and we'll say it again towards the end. Is that all right? So let's talk about what I'm doing, what I'm working on. So that little thing, let me tell you what it started out to be. I guess we're just ready to just jump in there, aren't we?
Yeah, I think I have a before picture that I can share.
Oh, yes, let's give that a try.
Getting back to the not tech savvy part.
That's all right.
I'm not sure how to share it quite yet. I haven't figured it out. So it looks like I have filters and camera and mic options, but I'm not sure how I share.
Yeah. I don't have an options for my camera roll at all. And
right.
I thought we were supposed to have an option for it. I looked it up and that's what it said, but.
So this is a good reason for people to go to your blog. Because
yeah.
I'll have a before picture there, right?
And I'm going to have, well, let me just give you a description of what you're looking at. So the top piece is a tray, and I'm going to call it vintage. It's not antique by any means, but like back in the 70s and 80s, you would see these little wooden trays, and I don't know what they were ever used for. They're not super high quality. They have fun little painting like that. Somebody was so impressed with themselves when they did it, right?
Right.
But I see these a lot. And I also see a lot of pillar candle holders. And that's what the base of this is. This is a ceramic piece, kind of ceramic. It's like a really super hard plastic. It might be resin, I'm not really sure. But it was avocado green, no kidding. Like avocado, ugly, not a good, like you want that green in an avocado, but you don't want it necessarily nowadays in your house, if you know what I'm saying.
It was good in the 70s.
So this was a pillar candle holder, and I used some, and we've done this project a lot for our shop. I used some E6000 glue, my favorite. Love this stuff. It glues everything to everything. And I basically put glue around the edge of it here, and I set the tray on top, and then I put a heavy thing on top, and I let it sit overnight. So this is what I came up with. And the reason that it's not green anymore is because I used my favorite primer. I love this stuff. And I like the synthetic one because it washes easier than the other. The other is more of a, I won't get the words right, but it's more of a natural basis, and you have to have other types of cleaners that I would just rather clean it with water. So I like this one. It's a synthetic.
Yeah.
It's a stain blocking primer. Love that stuff. And I put 2 coats on it. And now I'm going to paint the rest of it. So you can't really see this very well down here, can you? I need to, let's see if I back up a little bit. I'll just keep holding it up. How's that?
Yeah, that works.
Be able to see it, but I've got it on a surface here. And if I back up too far, I can't see you. So what I'm going to paint it with is, you know, one of our favorite paints, Miss Mustard Seed Milk Paint. And I think I mixed think it's ironstone. I'm pretty sure
Yep.
that's what I grabbed out of my cabinet. And go ahead.
White color for people who are watching. It's one of the lighter colors, like almost a very light gray and white combination, right?
That's a perfect description. I love that. It's not stark white. It's just soft. And I think that gray kind of helps. And the brush that I'm going to use is whoa, that was fun. One of my favorite brushes from this company called Zebra, Z-I-B-R-A. I love their brushes. They're amazing. And this one is a square one, so it doesn't hold a whole lot of paint, and it's just nice for a small project like this. One other thing before I start painting, I also added Miss Mustard Seed Bonding Agent because I want this to adhere really well. So you might be wondering, well, why in the world did I use the stain blocking primer if I put that on there? Because, you know, primer, if you prime something, it's going to make the paint stick better.
Right.
My concern, and Anna, you probably realize this, but for those that are watching that might not realize it, that green would be hard to cover with white. So I decided to give it 2 good coats of the primer and be ready with it. I did that about an hour ago, and it's all the way dry. So we'll just get started painting, and whatever comes of it, comes of it.
So, Cindy, while you're painting, can I kind of pepper you with some questions?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I can't do 2 things at once, so we'll give this a whirl.
Okay. So I'm wondering, for the tray, did you have to do any prep work? Did you sand it, or did you have to wipe it down with like a degreaser? Or did you feel like, you know, it was pretty good to go?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. I totally forgot about that part. So I used a sanding block, and I have a funny story. I saved these sanding blocks, and they're really old. They're practically worn out, but they are perfect for scuff sanding. So I saved the old, worn out ones all the time. I basically just went over the whole thing with that sanding block, and then I took my, I did a no-no probably. I took my dishcloth from my kitchen sink that had a little bit of Dawn soap on it, and I wiped it down, and I let it dry, and I figured it was good enough for what I was doing.
Okay, awesome.
I want to make sure you can see that. You can already start to see that the white does not cover in one coat. It's not going to. I mean, no brand of paint, no type of paint is going to cover a dark surface in one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially I find that with the lighter colors too, you usually need 2 or 3 coats.
Oh yeah, definitely. So what's your experience been with like primer? Do you prime things first, or kind of what's your rule on that?
I generally prime stuff if I'm using a paint other than milk paint, because I usually use milk paint because I want chipping, or I want the kind of characteristics that it brings with it. You know, it has an older kind of look and feel to it. But I do use primer if I'm going to use like a latex paint, or, you know, some other kind of paint that doesn't chip naturally.
Okay. Yeah, that makes good sense. I'm kind of half and half on that. It depends on what I want that outcome to look like. I love milk paint so much.
Right.
And I love it because it chips, but sometimes I don't want it to chip as much, or I just want to be sure that the color of the original color is not going to come through. So sometimes I decide, I really don't have a rhyme or reason of why I decide to use primer. I guess I should come up with why I do it. I just kind of feel it out, and I do what I think is right for that project.
There you go. Because you felt like it is a good reason.
I like that. I hope y'all are able to see this. What do you think, Anna? Can everybody see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, good.
I only have half a screen, so.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's all we have when we do this. So you might notice I'm not being like super picky about brush strokes. I mean, I'm just not. I like to paint as though This were just somebody trying to fix up something in their house and they weren't trying to be a perfectionist. I do a good job, don't get me wrong there. I like a handmade look. And to me, not worrying about every little brush stroke adds to the flair and the look of what we produce.
Right.
And these paint brushes, have you used Zebra before?
Yes, I love them. I have a bunch of them.
They are phenomenal paint brushes. They're super easy to clean when you're done. And especially with milk paint, you don't really have to worry about a lot of brush strokes. Now, you might be seeing brush strokes here, but
Right.
that's because it's a thin layer. It's not necessarily the brush itself.
Right. Yeah, I also like them because they are very durable. So, you know, I'm willing to pay more for a paintbrush if I can have it last for 5 years, you know?
100% agree, yes.
They don't split. The hairs don't come loose when you're painting. So there's a number of characteristics and reasons why I like them.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I just saw a little bit of the green that was this originally. Not this. This is like a felt pad.
Yeah.
See along that edge?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we primed. Oh, fun. All right, so I've painted the entire bottom, underneath, I mean, and to paint the base of it, I'm going to have to set it down, obviously, and, oh, shucks. I'm going to turn my camera down just a little bit, and hopefully I won't drop it.
I want to give you, I think we have about 4 minutes left or so.
Okay. So let me just keep on painting, and maybe people can see that. I know it's down low, but trust me, I'm painting it. Yeah, time really goes fast. I mean, what else did we want to mention about this?
Well, I think that, you know, next time when we meet, it would be great to show the final product, just, you know, so people can see how the paint dries and what it looks like, and then also, you know, how it functions.
Yes, definitely. I will say, I'll tell you in the blog post how it functions. It is an awful cute little piece of furniture, but I'll tell you that in the blog post. And people will be able to see the finished project on the blog post next week. So I'm going to stop painting because Cindy can't do too much at once. I'll just tell everybody, you can get on my email list in order to automatically have posts sent to you. I don't sell the emails. I don't do any of that stuff. I just send you the post and you go, oh, wow, that was a fun project, and then maybe you can do it. So to get to my email, just go to my account. You can click on my Reinvented Delaware thing right here, and then that takes you over to my bio, and there's a link. You click on that link, and you scroll down just a little bit. I'm going to send you a fun freebie about decorating your home easy, and you'll be on my email list, and I will send you the tutorials, and that's how you're going to be able to see this finished project.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. So I wanted to share something with some of our viewers.
Yes.
Because milk paint doesn't always go according to plan, right? It's,
right.
I always say it has a mind of its own, and you can't, it's unpredictable in how and where it's going to adhere. So I have this chest of drawers behind me, which I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yes.
So the milk paint adhered really well to the top, to the sides, right? I got a little bit of chipping over here, but not much. But the drawers, it just decided it hated those drawers. So for whatever reason, it did not stick to this. Now I didn't add bonding agent to it. But now I'm thinking about actually taking them all out and sanding them down again, because I did sand them the first time, and apply it again. But you know, this is kind of like why I love milk paint, but also sometimes it does pose a challenge because you don't know when it's going to chip, and you don't know how much it's going to chip. Mm-hmm. So this is a good example. I mean, this same piece of furniture, same wood, but for whatever reason, it did not want to stick to those drawers. So I just wanted to share that because I thought it kind of demonstrates how it's unpredictable. Now, if I had used a bonding agent, I'm sure it would have stuck. I wouldn't have had any issues. But I was hoping for a little bit of chipping, but not this much.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's one of the reasons that I love it, because it is unpredictable. And I think that's kind of cool about milk paint. hey, maybe in the next few weeks, we're going to have a little special guest that has to do with milk paint. That would be fun.
That would be great. That'd be fantastic. Absolutely. All right, Cindy. So is there anything else that you want to cover or share?
I don't think so. I think we're about out of time. We just wanted to pop in real quick and share a fun project, and be sure to sign up for my email over in my bio. And Anna, I know you have an email too.
Yeah, you can. It's in the upper right-hand corner of my website, so you can join up as well. So if you want email list or if you want blog posts via email, feel free to sign up. All right, guys.
Awesome. All right, we'll do this next month. See you, Anna.
Okay, bye.